How are you? Something on my lip. Good morning. How are you this morning? It is that time of the morning. So how are you doing today? It is an amazing morning, and it is one day before American Thanksgiving. Getting ready? So today, we have a magnificent topic. Hi, Ryan. Good morning. How are you doing today? How are you working? How are you doing on your 2024 goals? How are you guys feeling, all of you together? Today might be a slow day for us because all our American friends are busy getting ready for their big day, or they're busy shopping. Good morning, Marina. How are you this morning? Hi, Azim. How are you this morning? It is a wonderful morning. Here we go. So, last week we did all this goal stuff, right? And today I'm asking you, how are you and your goals for next year feeling? Good morning, Nancy. It's important that we realize that they have feelings and we have feelings. How are your preparation for Thanksgiving? Oh, well, Thanksgiving was last month. It's the big American Thanksgiving. They're moving and they're cooking and they're going to be shopping and all of that. Hi, Lynn. How are you this morning? Long time no see. I remember last week I promised on Wednesday I'm going to keep nagging you about your goals until next year. Hi, Nadi. Welcome back. How are you doing? Thanks, Marina. Good morning. Happy humans. Happy Wednesday. Thank you, beautiful humans. Happy Wednesday to all. Good morning, everybody. And we are in that time of the month. A few years ago, 3 years ago, Nadi, you can maybe remind me, we did goal setting as a seminar, and it was amazing. So this year, though, and we did it, I think, last year. This year, I didn't. And you guys who were there last week, we went through the whole thing, all the different things you have to do. And I promised that on Wednesday, I would remind you. Because goal setting is not something that should be left alone. When you have a plan for you to change your life, because that's what you're going to do, you have to work on it every day. That doesn't mean, now listen carefully, you spend more than 10 minutes on it. It's the consistency of the day, every day, that makes the difference. It's not how long you spent. I even told you guys a story about the guy who wanted to be a fantastic monk, not a monk, anyway, he wanted to be some master in, I think, Tessa-Marie, something like that. I'm not sure. But I can't remember the exact name. And when he went to the master and he told the master, how long will it take me to do this, to be a master? The master told him 5 or 10 years. So I think it was 10 years. And then he said, what about if I devote more hours? The master said 20 years. If I devote all my life, that's all I do. He told him 30 years more, it will keep going. You get, not because you're doing it properly, because you're not doing anything else in your life. So that is why goal setting normally fails. People believe they should be on it in large amount of times. You have goals, you have plans for next year. We plan going on a vacation with a lot more effort and more detail than we plan our financial life, our life period. The vacation thing, we do it really, really well. We know where we're going to go, what we're going to wear when we get there, what we're going to eat. We know everything. But the rest of our life, we avoid it, good morning, Yuko, by not planning it properly. So that's why goal setting is important. And that's why you do not wait until New Year's Eve or New Year's Day for you to make it. The train is already left the station by the time you wake up on New Year's morning. So for that reason, you should be ready to go. You should have your ticket, standing in line, waiting to get on the train because the train is leaving. So that's why I brought it up again. And it's a reminder. Yesterday, I did a non-profit seminar at, good morning, Lisa, for mothers at an elementary school in Toronto, down on the Danforth. And it's a beautiful area. I love going there. But it was raining, raining so hard. Anyway, we got there, and there were about 10 mothers and staff, and they were expecting more, but the rain, of course, kept the warning list that kept them from coming. And when we talked about goal setting, I realized that many people are not even sure when we spoke about what are your plans for Christmas. You have children, there are lots of children there. No plans, they're going to take it fly by night. Just they're going to fly through it a little bit here. I will do what we have to do. So when I talked with them about planning, you could see the light bulb turn up. You could see they were intense. Some of these mothers said to me, I checked you out on Instagram and YouTube. And of course, when she spoke about YouTube, she was smiling. So you know what's on YouTube, right? So anyway, what I'm trying to say was this. When they heard about goal setting, when I explained it to them a little bit more, different attitudes came up. But all of them led to the whole idea. You mean I can do this? You mean I can save? It's okay to tell the bank to take $10 for every time I get paid and save it. It was like so many things they didn't know. So I showed them how to set a little goal. Just one goal, just do one thing. So they had a 5-minute break. 3 of the mothers came back and said, guess what? I set it up online. And that reminded me of Nadi. I spoke to Nadi about something when I was coaching her one day, and the next thing I know, in an hour, I got a text from her showing me what she did with what I asked her to do. And that was instantaneous. And I know she keeps doing it. And what I'm saying now is this. When we turn around and we have goals to set, it's not something that you show up today and you don't show up tomorrow. Look at your goals like eating. You do it every day. We eat every day. Some people don't shower every day, so I can't say that, but you eat every day. You think every day. You breathe every day. You do so many things every day. You might walk a little bit every day. What happens is that you have to touch your goals every day. It's like, how are you doing? That's why I didn't say anything. I said, how are you and your goals feeling? How are you feeling towards each other? Because at the end of it all is how you feel that makes the difference. We all know that. It's feeling that is the thing that makes the difference. It's how you feel about someone. It's not how you do with them. It's how you feel about them. Your goal is something that you have to feel about. What are your plans with it? How are the 2024 goals feeling? Are they confusing? 1 week and a week of working on them, if you worked a little bit, 5 minutes, it doesn't require lots. I said a maximum of 8-10 minutes a day, 8 to 10 minutes a day, once a day. But a thought about it has to become a habit. You have to think before you drop into the bed. Okay, think. Take it to bed with you. Take what you desire to bed with you. And instead of taking what you do not desire to bed with you. So most times we take the worries or the concerns or the challenges to bed with us, and then we can't sleep. So instead, take your dream, your goal, your desire to bed with you and see it nice. Do not see that it's unattainable. So make it feel good. Close your eyes and savor the moment. Savor what you've done with it. And that's what is important. You took the time to create it. You desired it. You wrote it down. You have it. You've been playing with it. And in many cases, we've been fooling around with them for a long time. And now we're serious. I was your friend, you say to your goal. I've been your friend, and now I'm your lover, right? They said you have to build relationship before you build love. So, LOCD, I haven't seen you for a while. So make sure that, hi Kia, you build a relationship with your goals. Have a conversation. What you desire is also desiring you. We know that. That's why we connect. When the universe sees and God sees that you are working on something, they conspire to bring it to you, but you have to be on top. You have to be prepared. You have to be willing to do the work to get there, which is not a lot. I wish there was another word I could think of, and I will. It's not work. It's diligent, consistent, persistent, calm feeling about what you want. Do not feel anxious about what you desire. Feel that it is a relaxing thing. Something that when you actually see it or taste it or have it or functioning within you, you feel good. So it's the feeling. If you're working on a goal, dream or desire, and you're getting kind of worked up and uptight, you need to shift that energy. Shift the energy by bringing it into a different type of energy that is saying, it's okay, I can get it. You're calming it down. We are going to be together. We are going to get there. You have to talk to what you want like it's a human because it has energy. You are made out of energy. And when you create a desire, you have passed some of your energy to it. And when you nurse it and you take care of it and you pay attention to it, it must happen. Not hours and hours and hours of walking about it. In the morning is the right time. And that is when you give it some time. And at night, you give it some love. As you're getting into bed or going to sleep, you make sure that's the last thing on your mind. If something that is challenging, not to do with your dream, goal, or desire, good morning, Aman, shows up, shift it. Ask it to move away. And say, no, I'm not taking you to sleep with me tonight. I am taking my desire, my dream, my goal, my desire to bed. Close your eyes and feel the energy of what you desire in there. Do not see it next door. Do not see it away from you. Be in the moment. I know some people say, well, what about my spouse? We need to hug and kiss. Fine. All of that is important. Hug and kiss. And after the hugging and the kissing is the best thing. That is the time to really savor where you are and what you have received, and believe that your dream, your goal is coming to sleep with you. That's the last sweet thing on your mind. It must happen if you pay attention to it. Aman is sending us a wonderful message. Are you defining them better? After a week, how are you defining them? How did they open up? Are you becoming more specific? Have you noticed a change? Share it. Just say yes or no. I notice a change. I feel good about it. I feel it's attainable. I celebrate the actions I'm taking towards it. I celebrate those actions by writing them out in my goal setting journal. You're saying in your journal, today, I observe that I am doing more towards my dream goals and desires. I am not stressed about it. I'm feeling that it's attainable, it's reachable. I love that feeling. Give it some attention so that it gives you the attention it too wants to be part of you. Dream goals and desires need to start now. Every time you spend, it doesn't take long. I timed it. It takes 3 minutes to actually write them down. 3 minutes. And the power of writing them down is that you should almost prefer it, the page. You should put in yourself into it. Where energy goes, things grows. Where you put your attention, energy will come. And when there it gets energy, it grows. We know the plants need sunshine. No sunshine, no plants. That's the energy. The sun is just lots of energy. We want the wind to blow things that are not necessary out of our lives. This is energy. So if you put your love and your attention and say, yeah, I know it will come. And where is that little magic? That is it 4 letters? Faith. Where is your faith that you can do it? Where is that faith you have? Pull it up and say, I know I can. I have it. I dreamt it. I can have it. I have faith in my ability to do it. I believe it is part of my destiny. That's what, whenever a nagging doubt comes, and if you were one of the few that didn't listen to me that day, when I say do not share, your dream goals and desires with those that are going to tell you why and who and all the reasons why it's not attainable. That person or persons who are going to tell you people bigger than you, better than you, more qualified than you tried and they did not succeed. And I said try purposely. And you have to say, I'm not trying. I am doing all I can to succeed. Because you see, they don't know the power of words. The person who is going to deflate your balloon doesn't care whether when they press that button, a piece of that ton balloon hits them in the face or in the eye. They don't know that. All they know is that they have to destroy your hope. All they know is that they have to deflate your energy by telling you with a crossed leg, they always seem to be tight. Their legs are crossed at their knee, their arms come together, they become a much smaller person because indeed their internal spiritual guidance is small. So they have to bring themselves to this little thing when they're telling you you are unattainable. Good morning, Angelina. When they're telling you your dream goals and desire are unattainable. That's why I ask you, do not share what you desire with those you know for sure already have a pen in their hand, waiting to deflate your balloon, although they don't care if that balloon snaps right into their face. Because you see, if you do this, or if somebody who knows you have been working on something comes up to you, even if you didn't mention it, and said, oh, you're still on this, you're not going to get it. You're still trying to do this? This is what I mean. The analogy of the balloon bursting right back into their face is this. Your response has to be, I am not trying. I'm doing it. That's the balloon going back. You shut them up. Because they're going to come. They just have nothing else to do in the tiny little world that they have created for themselves. Shoulders drawn towards the front. Body get narrower, legs cross at the knee. And then they're going to give you all the reasons why what you desire will never happen. Because they know all the people that tried, according to them, the word they use is try and failed. And you have to be strong enough to turn around and say, I do not try. I do. I work on my dream goals and desire every day. That's the balloon exploding in their faces. Silence. Oh, well, you can do what you want. Oh, yes, I can. Because I have the power to do what I desire to do. And you can turn around. You have to be prepared. You cannot march through this world and not be prepared. You have to remember that. Every day you must be prepared. You have to march because you're going to get it. The minute you set your sail for better and you have a destination, you are going to get people who's going to blow you out of the water or blow you in the opposite direction. And you know, this is what Seneca said. Seneca said, if you do not know what wind you desire, any wind will be a good wind. Seneca said that if you do not set your sail for a particular wind, any wind that is passing by will be a good wind. But when you have set your sail to catch that wind, that particular wind, you are on top. And it doesn't matter. You are going to get the wind. That's why Columbus ended up west when he was thinking he was going east. He didn't know what type of winds. And when you doubt things, study this. The hurricane starts in Africa. What we experience all through the West Indies and in part of North America, it doesn't start there. That it comes from Africa. That's where those hurricanes, the storm starts. So when you set your sail, know where you're going. And know that when you get these negative energies that are going to come and nip at your heels, they're never ahead of you. They are never the toe of the conversation. They're always at the heel. And you know for sure, when you look at your feet, your heel will never be in front of your toe. It's always the toe is going first. I am ahead, I am the toe, and they are the heel. They can't catch up with you. And you have to believe that, because they do not have another job. Their job is that they are destroyers of dreams, goals, and desires. Sometimes, when somebody doesn't want you to have something, they will think of something else. Somebody said to me the other day, we're talking, and why, and I'm saying, this person is doing this. They're clearing this thing, they're fixing this thing. Oh, I think we should list it. I knew right away. Why? Because they just didn't want that other person to have it. They can't have it. So if it is list, they are not using it because they can. That person who has the time now to use it won't get it either. You see, look at this. Backing up the wrong tree, because I am not a destroyer of dreams. I am not so I couldn't do that. I said no. And I said exactly what you're telling me there. This is what you're going to receive. So when you find you have a block or a challenge and you wonder, why am I experiencing that? Remember, all these blocks and challenges you purposely perpetuated just so that somebody else cannot get what they desire. These are the destroyers of dreams. They come in all shapes and sizes, and sometimes they're so close to you that you cannot even miss them. Or you, really? That's what, you did that? You were saying that? That's why it is so destructive to let them know what your plans are. But how is the gratitude going? You have to be grateful for something every day. And you have to be grateful for different things every day. When you tax your brain to find something new to be grateful for, three. Just try, I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my health. Okay, that's fine. I like those. Maybe that you can do when you're walking, after you have done the three that you should do. So let us look at how this thing should be. You're going to hear this until the end of the year. So get ready. You don't want to hear it, then you you can choose not to press the button. You know that. But I want to hear it, so I'm going to tell you. Open it up. Open that brain up and think, what can I be grateful for? What haven't I been grateful for that is in my life right now? And let your brain tell you who it is I desire to send a note to this morning. And let your brain tell you. Make it a little bit better. Good morning. How are you doing today? I am so happy and grateful for each of you who pressed this button to come here to help me do better. Because when you show up and you are there listening to me, I do better. And I need to do better so I can help others to do better. That is not how I started the journey. Just ask Yuko, she still laughs about it. I started that journey by being already available to do my best. I am happy and grateful. I have been doing this for years. And then you smile, be happy and grateful for something. You know what? You wanted a dress. You were wondering how you could get $50 to do something. And it came tumbling down. You found out, I can do this and do that. If I have this, I use that and I don't spend it. Be grateful that you had a magical brain that danced with money. Make it funny. Did I tell you guys what happened to me when I decided I was going to use Guinness to make a roast that Brian always did? And so I went to the liquor store. I'm dancing through the liquor store. And I went and I said, I need to get a Guinness. And this young lady hands me a draft again in a can. So I'm walking out and there's a lady who lives on our street who works there. And she said, what are you doing with this? I said, this is the beer, Brian buys. She said, no. She said, that's not what Brian buys. Brian used to buy for the roast. Brian brought the Guinness, this one. Come, let me take you. Grabs it by my hand, takes me to the store, and I go, oh yeah, I recognize the bottle. So I got it. So she's still talking to me, and as we're checking out. And then I said to her, yeah, She said, you never did it. She said, I thought you. I said, no, Brian did it. I always just ate it. I don't know what he put, but I know that was part of it. The rest I can figure out. So she's laughing with me and talking about this. And then she said, there's a lot that Brian did that you didn't do. I said, oh yeah, that. Hi, Jean, welcome home. Happy honeymoon in Jamaica. I said, yeah. I said, like washing cups and glasses and stuff. And my son mentioned it when I was there. He said, you never washed any cup. And I go, oh, but Jillian did. I said, I trained her well. What's your point? So anyway, Brian looks at me and he goes, how could you use so many cups and glasses and it's only 11 o'clock in the morning? And I go, oh, okay. And I went away because Brian is going to wash them. Brian takes off and goes to heaven. And one day I walk in the kitchen and I go, holy shit. He was right. So then I am not seeing who is in the line behind me. And all I said to her, I said, you know what? I put them in the dishwasher and I do it every night. And then all of a sudden I heard, I look, there's a man and his face is all red because all he heard is I do it every night. What I do every night is load the dishwasher no matter whether it's full or empty and turn it on. But there he took this. So that is what you have to remember when you are speaking a way that it makes sense. Now, this man had a different sense to me, and this conversation went on with the lady, and I just took my little bear, put it in my purse, and got out of there so fast. But we have to remember our actions are always going to create a ripple. And you have to make sure that if it's going to dam your river, stop the ripple. Make sure you close it up. The thing is, you have to do things joyously. Everything. I was quite happy having this conversation, not realizing my words. But it all happens. And that, all you have to remember is observe if you are being grateful for the same things and change them. Rattle your brain. I left the store and I felt so good. I was actually feeling amazing. And I sat in the car for a moment and I said, you know what? I'm so happy and grateful that I created a laugh for Ida and I created something for that man. And I enjoyed the conversation. Just reminiscing about me being me. So we have to realize that if we bring a smile and be grateful for that, be grateful that I had this person who led me to the right beer, Guinness that I needed for this roast. You see what I mean? So rackle your brain. That is now, guess what I did? My next morning, my gratitude, my 2 minutes, one topic, one thing that happened to you in the day, you write about it for 2 minutes. That was what I wrote about. But it brought me even more than that. While I was writing about the experience with Ida and the man and the bear and all that in this liquor store, I was laughing because I realized where his mind went. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness. And I enjoyed that. That's how your gratitude must make you feel. Every day, find one thing that happened yesterday that you can write about being grateful for 2 minutes. Because while you are busy writing your gratitude, you are not concerning yourself about the things you do not have in your life. If you practice gratitude, you will notice that the more grateful you are, and during the process of being grateful, you will not remember that, oh, I don't have that, oh, I'm sick, oh, I'm feeling a pain here. Hi, Nefasa. Sometimes you have to be grateful that you can experience pain. And you're going to say, Tessa-Marie, no, I'm sorry, I have debilitating pain, I have pain. But you can feel it. You can feel it. That is something to be grateful for, because I don't like to compare, you guys know that, but Morgan Freeman had an accident and I think his right hand has no energy or no feelings. He wears a particular glove on it. He couldn't feel if that got burned. But you are feeling a pain. You know what? I'm so happy and grateful I'm feeling this pain. I can talk to the doctor about it. I can ask my friend about it. I can go Google, Dr. Google about it. You see where this is going? That's what gratitude is. Not the discomfort alone that you must put your mind on, but the experience that this discomfort is making you have. Gratitude and goal setting go hands in hand. What you desire wants to be with you, but you have to show that you appreciate what it is you already have. That is why they gave us all these little cliches. Take care of the nickels so the dimes can take care of themselves. That's why life is like this. Be grateful for where, what, and how you feel and have. Rack your brain to find something new. Okay, like my cousin said, I put myself in a position never to do dishes by hand. She said, every time I go to load that dishwasher, I am grateful I have the dishwasher. She said, while I am loading it up, I'm happy and grateful. She paid for her ticket to go to Dominica for Christmas since January. And she said, I have much gratitude that I was able to put the money together since January to pay. She said, I haven't stopped being grateful. And that is why it expands for you. Gratitude will bring the rest of the thing you want in your life. And if you know what harbor you seek, you will get the right wind. But if you do not know where you're headed, any wind that blows will capture you. That is sometimes why we make choices in spouses that are not real. Because the person whistled and we smile. And now we are paying the price of that whistle and that smile. But even out of that, if there are children, you have to be grateful that from that experience, as horrid as it ended, you have beautiful lives that will form in there. And that is what makes it easier. Have a wonderful day. Guys, I am so happy and grateful to have had the honor and the privilege to do this amazing and fabulous morning blessing with you. And especially for you guys coming and spending the time, half an hour, and listening to me. I really am happy about that. Thank you so much. So let's see what you have. Hi, Kia and Nancy, Angelina, Jean, Nadi, Marina, Lisa, Nefesa, Lisa, Ryan, Loretta, and Lynn. Hi, Loretta. I didn't see you coming. Thanks, guys, for coming, and have another amazing and wonderful day. And those of you who are getting ready for Thanksgiving, remember to just swallow. Just swallow. Instead of blowing up, just swallow. a lot of people are the holidays brings the worst out of many of us, and sometimes people that are dissatisfied with their life materially gets really angry during this season. So take a deep breath and think twice before you go right back into it. Remember, they will burst the balloon, not realizing it's going to burst in their face. So take your time. Yeah, I'm going to swallow my wine. Well, you know what I do, eh? My sister Dawn and my family tells me this is what I do. When I do not want to participate and I know it's going south, Tessa brings her glass to her lips and she goes like this. That's all I do. I don't drink, I just hold it there. And I listen, I have nothing to say. And I know this is hard for you to believe that I have nothing to say, but there are times I choose not to say. That is why my favorite song is The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. Know when to walk away, know when to run, and all of that. So when the conversation for Thanksgiving, be prepared. Prepare it today. Mentally prepare it today. If you're going to make a negative comment or somebody's saying something and you just take your wine to your lips. You don't have to drink it wherever you want to drink it. Have some more wine, So do whatever. But bring that glass to your lip and inhale, or bring the fragrance and inhale and relax and just let it go. Because that too shall pass. It's a moment in time. Have a great day. Love you. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.